Man. Like a kid nervous before prom, Anton's nervous because we're about to have a big state visit of President Dwight Creepy Cheeks Walker from Arcasia. Hopefully he's going to ask us to join Ado. The door of the car opened and flashes went off. Dwight Walker, president of Arcasia, head of Ito, came out of the car, smiling and waving at the enormous crowd that gathered. It was not every day an Arcasian president came to visit Sordland, after all. Both sides of the maroon carpet leading up to the palace were lined with soldiers wearing military uniforms of the Kingdom of Sordland era. They had swords, shields, spears, and some of them were on horseback. As soon as President Walker stepped on the carpet, children appeared and showered the road with roses. "You damn kids! Quit making a mess of my carpet!" "Honey, they're supposed to be here as part of the..." "Oh, okay, I'm sorry." He slowly started walking towards us, the president, that is. It was then the centuries-old swordish sword dance started. The show took a minute at most, and President Walker watched it quietly, with a stern face nodding. It's our turn to be on the other side. Now we get to see what it's like when the foreigner comes here. We've been that before, and has to watch some dumbass local practice so he can get to the business he wants to get to. Lucien approached my side and quietly whispered, "Is the welcoming to your liking, sir?" I'm just gonna be supportive. I could shit on it. It doesn't matter. And Lucien does such a good job. If the president doesn't like it, hey, at least we tried. It looks good, Lucien. Good job. Thank you. Seeing that President Walker was approaching, Lucien stood back. Finally, I was in reaching distance to one of the most powerful men in the world. He looked at Monica first, bowed and kissed her hand for a second longer than I'd like. Oh, that hand action. Blah, blah, blah. Wait, get your lips off of my wife's hand.
Mr. Rayne, if you told me I'd get to meet your lovely wife, I would have come sooner. I'm charmed, Ms. Rayne.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Walker. It's a pleasure to meet you.
No, the pleasure's all mine, Ms. Rayne.
I hope your wife and family is well. That's my woman. That's my woman. Any chance someone seems to be flirting, she's like, oh, I hope your family's doing well. That's why she's my wife. That's why she married Anton married her.
They're very well, Ms. Rayne, thank you. Unfortunately, they couldn't make it here today. Who do we have here? Mr. President, it's so good to finally meet you.
We shook hands. It's really good to see you, Mr. President.
I assure you the feeling is mutual. That's why I'm here, in fact.
We started walking towards the reception hall in the palace. Our path was cleared of people at once. He was simply looking around at the extraordinary interior design of the Maroon Palace. Statues, paintings, and various ornaments filled both sides of the corridor. We passed the corridor and entered the reception hall. The crowd inside was composed of various politicians and state figures. I'm starting to regret I had it be an extravagant affair and not a simple one. But at least we want to show we really give a crap. Upon our entry, they started clapping. Woot woot! Dry martinis were handed to both. What? No! Don't give anybody alcohol! Somebody's gonna fuck it up! Everyone, let us give a warm welcome to our guest of honor. People started clapping. Woot woot!
Thank you, President Rayne. It's really good to be here. And thank you, everyone, for the warm welcome.
Another thunderous round of applause. The jazz band started playing. No, not jazz! It's going horrible! President Walker and I separated and started mingling with the crowd. The reception was in full swing. Why did I let? This is my fault. It's my fault. I just wanted to do business. After some time chatting with the attendees, President Walker approached us. He bowed before my wife.
Ms. Rayne, can I call you Monica?
She looked over at me before smiling at him.
Yes, of course. If I can call you Dwight.
He took her hand and they started dancing. I turned around to talk to the waiter. I don't mind this at all. I was into my third martini when I heard a whistle. I turned around and saw Monica dancing very closely with President Walker. All eyes in the room were on them. President Walker grabbed Monica's waist. President Walker, why don't we have a chat somewhere quiet?
Right when we were getting to the good part.
I'm trying to be diplomatic and get this lech off of my wife.
Fine, let's have a chat.
The president and I swapped our drinks for early maroon 30-year-old. I knew a special spot. With our drinks at our hand, we went down the stairs to the basement. Gradually, the music and the sound of the party started to fade away. We arrived at a cozy little corner office with not much inside other than a table and comfortable chairs. He took a seat and I followed suit. He pulled out 2 cigars. I'll take one of the cigars. He pulled out a Rippo lighter and lit my cigar before lighting his own.
I heard you got into a scandal. Something about a secretary.
I could be like, yes, what of it? Nah. I could say, let's not talk about it. No, yeah, truly an unfortunate chain of events. My vice president was an idiot whore, you see.
Indeed.
He grinned.
Relax, it's just a scandal and I'm no reporter.
Hey, it's all out there, dude.
I just made it out alive out of a bad one myself. Oof, it was a really rough one too, let me tell you. You get used to it. A couple people in prison, couple people silenced, you know the drill. Cheers to your survival then, Mr. Rayne.
We clinked our glasses and took a sip.
This is really good. Very smoky, I like it.
I'm glad you liked it. He took a puff from his cigar, filling the room with smoke.
Definitely miles better than the Vogslandian whiskey. Oh, I cannot stand it. But I like lesbian whiskey more. It pairs better with their cigars. You see, Mr. Rayne, whiskeys are a little bit like countries.
They have high alcohol content? And sometimes the stills made to make them explode?
Some are stronger and some are weaker. Some are older and some are younger. Many are complex, but sometimes simple is best.
I'm not sure if this is a compliment or a criticism.
I personally like stronger whiskeys in general. That's why I like this one. Yes, it is definitely promising.
Maybe we should have done the military greeting. We do have a strong military, though.
But whatever you drink in the end, it all boils down to your own taste. And I assure you, Mr. Rayne, my taste is very, very refined. What type of whiskey do you like?
It's gonna sound like I'm kissing his ass, but traditionally, when I used to drink whiskey, the stronger the better. I like stronger ones too.
A man after my own heart.
He tugged at his tie to loosen a little bit. I don't want to see your nips!
You know why I'm here? I want to make you an offer.
I'm listening. I'm all ears, friendo.
Good. Listen closely. Times are changing, and so is the balance of the world. Soon, instead of a fractured world, we'll see a more united world, I'd reckon. There is us, Ado, against them. I want you by our side, the winning side. You want to be a winner? I think there is much we can achieve together, and you have shown me the proof.
By sitting in a basement with you?
A friend of Lesbia is a friend of ours as well.
See, the one thing is, I feel like in our decisions in the game so far, in Anton's time as president, we've made a lot of decisions that dovetail with Ado, right? We're a capitalistic nation. We're friends with Lesbia. We like to trade.
If you accept, I would like to extend you a warm welcome to Ado as a full member state. This, of course, comes along with a lot of privileges and some responsibilities. In Ado, we protect each other. We have a mutual defense clause in case of war.
Rumberg will no longer be a threat to us if we join Ado.
Join us, Mr. Rayne, and you will have the entire backing of Ado. Soldiers, jet fighters, warships, whatever you like.
Can I get those little hot sauce packs you put in your MREs?
During peacetime, you will see the effects even more so. Our combined production output will benefit both Sordland and Ado. We will have free trade zone agreements, free visa access, investments, you name it.
They're already investing in our country. If they do more, that would be great for our economy. There's got to be a drawback. There's got to be some drawback at some point.
All I ask in return is mutual loyalty to one another in the pact. The Sordland forces will be a member of the Edo military structure. All branches, be it air, navy, army, will collaborate with the alliance network. We will provide assistance and training for free.
I have a feeling our generals might not like that, but I think that's worth the cost.
Our armies will learn how to fight together and be stronger than ever in the face of Malvania's threats.
I agree, we're worried about the commies in the east.
Let us make history here tonight. What do you say?
I could say no. I'm going to say, is that all you're asking for? I was expecting more demands, to be honest. I know I should just say yes.
But why, Mr. Rayne? In my mind, we're already aligned. Where I'm coming in is more so from the perspective of friendship and stability in Eastern Marcopa. There is much to gain for both of us, which makes this the perfect partnership.
Yeah, very well, I accept. We will join Edo. Oh, Rumberg can suck a dick. Suck a dick. Come on, Rumberg. Come attack us now. We have the power of the West behind us. Very well, I accept. We will join Edo.
That's what I like to hear.
We stood up and shook hands. Now don't ever touch my wife again.
Welcome to Edo, Mr. Rayne. Welcome home. Cheers to a newfound partnership.
We clinked our glasses and downed the remaining whiskey.
Now it's starting to taste even better. Let's go upstairs, Mr. Rayne. We have much to discuss. But more importantly, we need to celebrate.
Now, it's probably good for him too, right? Politically back home, he's pushing the Edo alliance, the strength of it. His political opponent who lost to him was less enthused about it. And so if he can come home and say, look, we got another member to join Edo, that's good for him. For us, that should help us economically and militarily.
Besides, I got a few more dance moves to show off.
Not with my wife! I mean, yeah, go ahead, dance with people who aren't my wife. Holy shit, look at the left. So much shit. Fuck. Let's start with Dirtia. The Nourist Republic of Dirtia. Dirtia condemns Sordland's Edo membership. Supreme Wiseman Horga Asmel has openly censored Sordland's recent membership in the Arcasian Treaty Organization, invoking religious curses and diplomatic pressure. He denounced this alignment as a betrayal of the Eastern Maricopan solidarity. Asmel highlighted the potential for this alliance to escalate tensions and disturb the regional balance. He warned Sordland to consider the spiritual and political repercussions of such alliances. Let me think about it. Oh, I'm glad we did it. Edo Alliance enlarges. With the inclusion of Sordland, the Edo Alliance has officially extended its partnership to Sordland. Hell to the yeah, an essential move that bolsters Edo's influence at the strategic eastern tip of Marcopa. This expansion into the Eastern Front serves to solidify Edo's hold over the region, aligning with Lesbia and enforcing a robust Edo presence. Remember Vogsland decided they weren't going to trade with us? I mean, we were going this way either way, but this is what you get, Vogsland! The admission of Sordland into the Edo Alliance, a first for the country, represents a significant shift in the region's geopolitics, signaling a surge in Edo's influence in eastern Marcopa. With Sordland's inclusion, Edo's diverse array of member nations continues to grow, enhancing its collective strength and facilitating greater collaboration on shared goals and objectives. Hey, Romberg, you want to start a war now, baby? Please don't, because our kid's in the military. But if you do, I think you're going to get your shit kicked in. From the whole Sword Post, administration announced Sordland's Edo membership. Is this a victory lap for us? President Rayne has announced that Sordland will take the next step to join Edo. The transition period will have no effects on the citizens during their earlier days, however. Gradually, our economy and society will begin to be integrated. Militarily, Edo will now have a substantial power over the decision-making of Sordland armed forces, which justifiably was not and will not be welcomed by many officials from the army. I know Iosif and Kruger are not going to like that, and I really don't want to make them angry, but they were already we already had unruly generals, right? That was already a problem, number one. Number two, the benefit of this, where now the CSP is not a threat to us, or if they're a threat to us, we have the backing of a superpower, is too immense to pass up. The geopolitical Sordland joins Edo. President Walker's Sordland visit bore fruit as President Rayne announced that Sordland will be joining the ranks of Edo. The historic moment has been welcomed warmly by member states of Edo as they congratulated Sordland. Woo! Yeah, we got friends! President Rayne's lesbian counterpart, Prime Minister Alvarez, has called Sordland's joining Edo the best thing to happen to Eastern Marcopa in the last century. Over the span of the next couple of years, Sordland will economically, militarily, and diplomatically integrate with the rest of the Pact. Although the membership comes with a myriad of responsibilities, the changes will improve Sordland as a whole in almost every aspect. On the other side of the world, the leader of the CSP, Chairman Malinvey, called the Sordland's Edo membership a threat to the stability of the world, while Chancellor Hegel from Volksland refrained from making a comment? Interesting. I thought he would have complained about it too. Maybe he's worried about Edo getting close to him? And what do we got? We got some news about the military, first of all. So we have Edo officers that we're now going to be working with. Edo officers engaged in close partnership with Swordist generals, diligently exchanging and imparting their contemporary strategies, innovative tactics, and specialized training to the Swordist soldiers. This collaborative endeavor serves to fortify the skills and proficiency of the Swordist military, enabling them to adapt to and thrive in the ever-evolving operational environment. So that is great. We're going to get modern, even more modern military techniques taught to us by Edo members, and we got some more green, a modernized Air Force. Remember, we paid for a modernized army. Following a comprehensive modernization effort, the Swordist Air Force has undergone a substantial transformation and is now considered one of the most capable air forces in the region. With upgraded aircraft and advanced technologies, the Air Force is able to conduct a wide range of operations, including air-to-air combat. We couldn't do that before. Air-to-ground attacks, and reconnaissance missions. The highly skilled pilots and technicians have undergone extensive training and are well equipped to handle various situations in times of conflict. Oh, man, I was going to say something. I'm probably going to jinx myself. I'm going to say it anyway. I think Rumburg is going to be a lot less of a threat now. Now that we're in Edo and our military is, like, super upgraded. What do we got with diplomacy? We're officially an Edo member now. Woo, woo. Situations. There is going to be some influence with Arcasia on some things. That's kind of in between. We still have fluctuating energy prices. Didn't we have that before? Or was that might have been red before. I don't remember. I don't think that is new. Or was that under economy before? It might have been under economy with, where is it? I think it used to be under the economy. I don't know. Whatever. I'm just dragging my feet. Pretty damn cool. We are now an Edo member. Oh, wait, I missed something. What did I miss? Oh, two things. Edo military support, which we know, but it's officially in the diplomacy tab as green. Hell yeah. And we are a strategic alliance member. Sordland is a strategic member of a large and important international alliance, which has increased its prestige and influence on the global stage. Oh man, we're more important now. We're the cool kids. The membership in this alliance underscores Sordland's commitment to promoting regional cooperation and its desire to contribute to global affairs. And we have a real military that can contribute to NATO. I'm sure it's really weak compared to Arcasia's, but it's actually pretty strong regionally. A lot of good news. Hell yeah. Now we just got to get the economy to turn around, pay off that debt. Shit. Hell yeah. I'll see y'all next time. Hopefully the gravy train keep on coming.